Oh, Emily Glenn, this is the type of vegetation that's fueling the fire you're watching burn behind me. We are keeping our eyes to the skies. We know that air support is on the way as winds continue to push flames to the north. Look over my shoulder. You can see as the winds clear a little bit, scorched trees at the mouth of the canyon over my shoulder. And then you come on down a little further, and there are some flames still visible. Very scary when you're seeing the flames and all of this smoke and additional resources right there at the base of that area where you can see the fire truck with its lights on, as well as fire crews. Neighbors in the Willow Creek area, which is where I'm standing, gathered watching these flames as they continue to progress. The wind is an issue. We're looking at gusts, as Curtis mentioned, to 25 miles per hour, and that is pushing the fire north. As neighbors stand by, I'm going to bring in Justin Culligan. Justin, you've been out here watching this. You live in this area. Talk to me about what it's like seeing a fire like this just rip through basically your backyard.
It's definitely never fun to see flames, especially in your backyard area, but it seems like the crews are pretty on top of things, but it's definitely never fun to watch it maybe spread to our houses. Yeah, it's definitely scary.
And pins and needles, I'm sure when you hear that other neighborhoods have been evacuated, what goes through your mind?
You think what you need to do if a situation like that ever occurs, how fast we would need to move, but it looks like it's at least staying away from our neighborhood, which is good, but unfortunate for those neighborhoods up there.
Right, you have to just keep them in your thoughts right now as the fire crews go through. We're hearing all the sirens. I mean, as a homeowner, you have to think, oh man, we're lucky this time, but fire season isn't over yet. Looking for the next couple months, a lot of people will be out camping for Labor Day weekend. You think this heightens your worry just a little bit?
I think so. I think everyone kind of is a little tense, maybe, in a sense. They don't want to be in a situation like this. I think that people are a little more cautious, especially in areas where we have our vegetation's kind of like this and stuff, especially in a mountainous area where we live, up by the canyons and things like that.
How long are you planning on staying out here and watching this?
I don't know. Hopefully just until we see it gets under control and no more worry, in a sense.
That's what everybody's hoping right now. Thank you, Justin. We're going to bring over Kathy. This is Kathy's backyard that we're actually standing in. Kathy, come on over. I know that we started knocking on her door. Neighbors started showing up, moving through the area. Kathy, this morning, I'm sure you woke up and didn't expect something like this.
No, you just don't. You don't.
And how do you feel about the neighbors that are being evacuated? Now, they're a little further, closer to the flames, but your heart has to go out to them.
Oh, absolutely. I would hate to be put in that position to, think that you might lose everything.
It's so frightening. I mean, when people think about grabbing those last things as they're heading out of their house and you're watching fire in your backyard, what do you think you would have to do if this came up to your back door?
Well, you would want to grab a few things that meant a lot to you, but I'm not worried at this point. Where we're at, I think we're a good distance away at this point.
Yeah, calmer winds over here hoping. If the wind shifted, what's your plan?
Well, to get out. I would leave if they told you to leave, and I would grab what I could, but obviously there's way too much. But
a fire chief knocked on your door and said, hey, can I come in your backyard? What was that like this morning?
Concerning. I had been watching it. I just didn't think that it was close enough to worry. Yeah. But I could be wrong.
Well, fingers crossed we're in the clear. Thank you, Kathy, for letting us be here. And obviously, Kathy's going to stay out here. We all are. We're watching that air support right over the fire right now. As it comes in, they need this help as the winds don't want to let up and flames continue to spread to the north. It looks like this is going to be the help the fire crews have been waiting for, and they are hoping to gain control. 5 acres have burnt. That's the last thing I had heard from Utah Fire Info, and so we, of course, are keeping our eyes up. It looks like there's some sprinklers already going on in a building down there. We've got some crews standing by, a lot of spotters making sure these flames don't jump Little Cottonwood Creek, which is right behind us. You can just hear the sirens. They won't let up. They're continuing to go on. We're watching that helicopter just dump down close to the fire. We can hear it in our skies, keeping our eyes on the skies for all the support we can get. We're going to stay here all day, folks. We'll keep you posted on this fire as it continues to move to the north and burn quickly. The wind just not helping today. You heard from neighbors. They're watching too. They're hoping that the evacuees are safe as well as their homes hopefully don't come into question. Reporting in Cottonwood Heights, Alana Brophy. Good for Utah.